Hello, it's Ryan from Building Body, Mind, Soul, and we are back, folks, for another free adult online martial art and calisthenic fitness class for our chambers. As a quick review, it's a hot spring, well, it feels like summer, hot spring day here, but we'll see what we can get done. As a quick review, you guys should know, because we get a lot of emails about why the focus on the chambers, because martial art should be at least half of your training, which this is true, and we practice and you should practice too, should be the sparring. You need a hands-on element. If it's not what we call full kumite or full contact martial art, for whatever it is, mixed martial art for boxing, jiu-jitsu, kung fu, karate, whatever, that's all important. If you don't do kumite, you can do semi-kumite, which is like partner consideration, like you're going 50 or 60 or 70%, not quite, like out for the kill. But you need that hand-to-hand, that contact to see what it's like to keep high guard, to get hit. That's true, and you do need to get hit in martial arts. That's another discussion. But all those things are true. But I still will say, even if that's half your training, that's still only 50%. Shouldn't be 100%, because if you're putting think about this: you work a job, you're busy. And if you're a self-made millionaire or billionaire, hats off to you. But probably, almost definitely, you're not. So the question is, you have time, you're limited in time, right? I combine this with watching the kids out in the yard, because you might have kids or a family, and so you gotta be smart with your time, because these things take a lot of time, right? And it's like compounded over months and years. It's like when you invest in something, it's not an overnight investment success, it's over usually months and even years, and it's the slow grow. And so it's the same for body tempering. When you see all the tempering and stuff, you see people like breaking bricks over their body and doing this stuff, doing, multiple attacker, full contact, circuits. These things take a long time. It's built up over time. So my recommendation to you is, with body tempering, one way of body tempering is in sparring with the other person, right? Getting hit and knowing what it's like to take that abuse on the body, and that's true. But that will never equate to the level of tempering you can get from doing the chambers, because the chambers are a much scarier form of tempering. Because you're able to do more extreme things in a controlled fashion over years than just knowing what it's like when if your guard slips or something and you get hit. Yeah, it's a good reminder. You get hit, right? If you're in the kitchen long enough, every cook gets burned, so that's fine. But that's not the same. Being able to have a tough jaw and take a punch is not the same as body tempering. Like, you're missing out on 90% of iron in the body if all you do is hard sparring. So hard sparring is a piece of it. It's a portion. It's a good chunk of the pie, but it's not the whole thing. You're missing out on a lot if you only do that and not the other stuff. So there's something to be said for knowing what it's like to follow through and to hit someone, and to know what happens when you get hit, and to not have that shock, panic value, but to breathe it out and keep going. It's also something to be said for being able to break a stack of bricks. That's a different kind of training and tempering that you can't get from hands-on sparring. So the answer is, you need both. So don't be silly and argue one side or another, right? Cool. So without further ado, chambers. So we'll see what we can get done in a few minutes. Also, I recommend you do incorporate family time into it. Like, you can just be watching TV. You can have the dowel rod, right? Or even a medicine ball. And you can be just watching TV with the kids, and they're doing their thing, and there's a program on, and you can just do this for 20 minutes up and down, and that will really count for something. So it's not like you need to separate all this stuff from the rest of your life. You got to be smart in how you integrate, right? So here we go. We'll add a little balance. If you can start balancing and doing some of this stuff on a log, that's really good. That will help. Okay, go back a little bit more to try to. I'm also on this slight hill, so see how this goes. Okay. All right. So try to hold with fingertips. Find your balance if you're balancing on something. Knees bent, chest up, hands out, in and out through the nose. Try to keep the tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just trust me on that. You can do dowel rod a number of ways. I'm doing fingertip method on the sides. This is not the traditional way people do it, but it is a very useful way to build up finger strength. Find your balance if you're balancing. Even a couple books. You can also use a medicine ball and just hold a medicine ball and just kind of turn it back and forth in your hands if you don't have this. Or even a large rock. Extend the ligaments. Make sure you're out, not like this, like this. Find a point in the room or outside, wherever you are. Control. Good. Oh, gets tiring fast. You also see I make circuits out of these chambers, which is a fine idea. There's so many like ways to body temper and iron train. Just line everything up and just go in a row. You can balance on this too if you want. The more balance in life, the better. So pull 2 fingers at a time. Let's try to pull the nail out of the wood. I even have students in the beginning just take like a water bottle, plastic water bottle, just try to pull the cap off with your fingertips. That'll do it. Switch. Try to really get in that horse stance if you can. You should be shaking. Ring finger. Oh. All right. Try to concentrate all that energy into one spot. All right. So when people talk about horse stance and all that, you can get more out of a shorter duration, adding more intensity to it than just standing on the ground on your own 2 feet and just trying to do this. There's nothing wrong with that. Once you start getting picky with your time, you want to try to stack, you know? All right. What we'll do, if you have a couple dumbbells, you've seen circle run before. Try to stay on camera here. It's a very simple old idea. Just taking a couple heavy weights and running. It doesn't have to be full sprint, just a good jog to a run in a small circle. There's multiple reasons we do this. One of the shortest, easiest take-home points is you're building up ankle stability. That's why I like to do it barefoot, but shoes and socks are fine too. I mean, or vary it up each day or week. All right. All right. Try to keep tongue on the roof of the mouth. Switch. Watch out for rocks. All right. Small medicine ball. Piercing weight. Again, you can try to balance on something if you want. All right. So you can start underhand if you're just beginning. Can also go like this. That would be kind of the next step. But the actual progression I think you should work to with fingertips, the tiger claw, is piercing outward. Try to see if we can do this sideways. Oh, everything is worse on the legs when you balance like that. All right. From here, just regular horse stance. All right, let's see how this goes. Wasn't planning on, normally I'm indoors when I do this one, so I know, no excuses. All right. This one I would not do on balancing, rolling things until you're very comfortable, and I would only start with 5 pounds. Yeah. Can try to set first if you think that helps. Oof. Hi. Try one more time. No way. All right. Be careful on that one. Okay. Where are we at? Okay. Ooh, castle structure. This is a good simple one. On an item you can balance on, or even a stack of books or a couch or sofa. Place one foot, get into a push-up position. You will actually be on your forearm. Balance on the books, on your toes. Hold a weight in your hand out like this, and go ahead. Try to grab some push-ups. Oh, dear Lord. There you go. Keep going. Oh. Old but not obsolete. Right. All right. Dowel rod again. We can reverse. Just up. Oh, that one's fun. Let's see what else in our bag of tricks. Iron elbow, right. Just right on the ground. No rocks. Don't do it. Just nice soft dirt. Actually, if you want, you can still have your books, your feet on your books. If you want to make it a little tougher. And strike. Oh, I'm gonna forego this for now. It's been a long day here. Notice, keep my hand like this. You always throw an elbow when you're coming around like this, this, that hand is like this, because that, when they block, is your grip and rip, your rake. Boom, 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 right? There's lots more you can do. But I think this will suffice today. And we will continue next time. See you next time.